I apologize for not uploading for such a long ass time. It's just that school and bullshit right at the end of the year has been a thing, so I had to not make videos. Anyway, enjoy this video. Okay, so we're now gonna continue with part 2 of our tutorial. So, open up your txt file on your desktop, which should be the same name as the object file name you're using, and scroll to materials. We're gonna deal with these later, by the way. So here you're gonna see a bunch of different materials. Make sure you actually not make sure. I'm gonna give a list on the screen as to what shaders and textures you can use while I'm saying this, of course. So for the first one, as you know, it's aluminum miscellaneous. It's pretty easy. You literally paste it like this, put a space, and put a percentage. Aluminum %_ miscellaneous. Also, this is wrong. It's supposed to be aluminium, but Americans can't pronounce anything. Now for car bottom, it's a really hard one. This is one that's like different from other Need for Speed games. In Most Wanted, Carbon, and I'm assuming World as well, there's just a thing called car bottom. However, that does not exist here in this game, so we have to do this: chassis _N, which stands for normal map. Then brake disc rotor 2. So for this, brake disc, then rotor _03 in this case, let's say. Then brake lights. Yeah, this is one thing really cool. You can do UC _ brake lights. This is an easy way to do parts like this, because it's just brake light. You just do this and it's gonna automatically fill it in the way it should be, so you don't have to remember anything else. Then here as well, caliper, %_ miscellaneous, and so on and so on. However, I will mention a few things here, especially at some points, because you may or may not have to, let's say, improvise. In the case of carbon fiber, here's what you should do. So I'm gonna take actually this. I'm gonna start off with this: carbon fiber, just different ways, you know. And then here it's damage _N. Remember that. So when you're doing this, carbon fiber, and damage N. Damage _N. The car skin 1. This is usually what's paint in World. So in the case of UC, it's UC _paint. That's it. Then default, you just leave this as this. Door line. You can do a door line. However, UC's door line is garbage, so I just do UC paint. Then driver player. This is interior perp _player. This is the one you do. The other one you can do is another one that you're gonna have to most probably improvise. Is headlight chrome over here, HO chrome, and HO dual plastic. So in this case, just remove the HO and just keep chrome. And here's what you gotta do. So it's a headlight glass, it's a UC headlight glass. However, headlight reflector, this, I'm gonna do it dual plastic actually, just to show you. In this case, we're gonna have to put dual plastic, because we don't have HL dual plastic as a shader in this game. And then here you do %_ kit 00 headlight on. Now that's just in this case. You're gonna have to do this. Now you don't have to do this for every single one. Let's say here's gonna be the same thing, except instead of dual plastic, it's gonna be chrome, because there is actually a lie. There is headlight chrome. I lied. There is a headlight chrome texture for this one, so that's something you can do as well. Then headlight reflector is same thing, except reflector like that. And then headlight glass, it's like the brake light. It's UC headlight glass. You can just do this. It's gonna make your life much easier. Then let's say rad intercooler. In this case, it's again another one of those where you can just go do this, then boom, then boom. Window mask metal swatch. Here's another one that's very confusing. So for this one, we're gonna do window mask but black. Why? Because if you make it metal swatch, it's gonna be shiny around the windows. That's not what you want. And then windshield, rear defroster. So you do, literally you do this. So windshield and then space rear defroster. I think. Actually, let me double check. Give me some time to double check that. Yeah, it is windshield. I just checked. So windshield and then rear defroster. That is a texture, by the way. We just go to generic textures over here. Scroll down. Actually, not there, but here it is. Rear defroster. That's the one. And then the other ones are fairly straightforward, to be honest. Except maybe this one here, instead of tire, do percent underscore wheel. So let's say in this case, max silver percent underscore wheel. But other than that, that's basically it. So I'll just set this up and I'll meet you at the part where we're gonna do the pause markers. Those are a bit more annoying. Okay, so now that we are done with all the materials, we're gonna have to do all of the motherfucking pause markers. They are the most annoying thing right behind doing the VOT data, of course. Don't forget that one. Anyway, the easiest way to do this one is by literally taking it from another car. So let's say, what car? It's pretty hard to actually say what car you could use as like a base to do this, but let's say, no, I did this mod here, GT3 RS 991, which is by the way part of the same mod thing that I'm doing here, so that's fun. Anyway, there's only some things I actually have to change. Let's say license plate rear, I can just base this off of the, is there even no, there isn't a license plate material. I mean, there isn't, of course. We can base this off of the original car. So like, one easy thing to do is to go into your car toolkit and then convert it from, then export the original model again, and look at the value in there. So let's say here, let's say we go to worlds folder again. Let's say no, world offline in my case over here, GT2 geometry. Export under this name on your desktop, does not matter really. Say, then go into the config and then just that is exported with this. Then look at what it says here. So in this case, 89.894%. So I'll take this number and then I'll go here and I'll go to license plate rear and then paste this like that. I'm of course going to have to do it for what's it called? Yeah, for the white body as well. So kit W01, in this case just body. We're also gonna be, it's also on the white body, so like we have to do that as well. So there we go. Kit W01 body A. We're also gonna do a few more exhausts. Let's say 3 and 4. Only difference, you know, again we're gonna have to take kit W01 because this is once again on the white body, like it's part of the white body, the exhaust, so like that has to happen. There we go. With this, in this case, it was pretty easy for me because I did not have anything else to deal with, so like it wasn't a problem for me. However, if you're doing this for the first time, it's a little more annoying, let's just say that. Anyway, at this point, you're gonna have these here, just do this, and they're gone. Just save, and that should be good enough. Now, just close your config, and then open your car, then open your car again, of course, do this, you know, perfectly fine. Go to, I mean, textures, they're not that important, I guess we can load them anyway. Textures, now here they are. I will say sometimes the textures, especially from world, they'll have like an alpha map, so when you look at them in paint.net they'll be transparent. Go and set it to BC6H when you're saving and it will make them fully solid. Anyway, 996 Turbo S I was doing before. At this point you can literally export the car. However, I will be doing this off camera because I have to finish some stuff on the Turbo S. because it's not quite fully done. So I'll do that first. But anyway, that's gonna be part 2. I'm gonna meet you at part 3 where we set up all the VLT data and we actually drive it in game. Yes, I know the video ended like that, but I was dumb and I didn't do an actual ending. So this is the actual ending. XD.